Hello, this is Death is My Life, the place where we transform grief into belief, and where the veil between worlds feels just a little thinner. I'm Jolene, your guide through stories of love, after death, signs from beyond, end of life rituals, and the inner transformations that are awakened by loss. Settle in, open your heart, and let's journey into today's episode together. This is a trigger warning that this episode contains explicit material, including profanity and stories of abuse and trauma. Mature audience only. This is part 2 of a 2-part series. So if you haven't already, make sure you go back and listen to my interview with Cloud, part 1.
We were treated like a game.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't. Okay, to put it more explicitly, this also might be a slight trigger warning, so sorry in advance.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter was 16 at the time.
Lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
With our ex-boyfriend, it was very subtle, but it was technically emotional and verbal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning was doing a paper because we were also in college at the time, so I said, okay, you want to help me out? I just bought a book. I want you to listen to it, and I want you to take notes.
Mm-hmm.
She's the best note taker in the system. She's
Lightning.
very academic.
Yeah, okay, and she's organized.
Yes.
Uh,
And she takes great notes. That actually helped me pass majority of my classes.
mm-hmm.
She takes very good notes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she was listening to the audio, listening to the teacher lecture, taking notes,
Mm-hmm.
like she was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because while she was out, I had rules.
Mm-hmm.
She followed them. Oh, she was going to get in big trouble
Mm-hmm.
by me and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our ex decided to come into the room and treat her like she was still the host. Absolutely not.
Like she was Amber and he got
Yep.
inappropriate with her, basically. Did he know? Did he tell the
Oh,
difference?
he absolutely knew, but he thought it was a game, so he kind of dismissed it.
Mm-hmm.
He asked my daughter for sex, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She said no.
He knew.
She said no.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, why not? Because mom and dad said no.
Mm-hmm.
He got pissed off about it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, why are you getting pissed off? I said no.
Mm-hmm.
That means leave.
Mm-hmm.
I have to appreciate my daughter's attitude sometimes because she gets it from me. Like, she flat out said, mom and dad said no, that means leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
And he was like, you never want to do anything anymore. And Lightning's like, that's because you're an ass.
Mm-hmm.
You smoke weed constantly. You treat us like we're the same person. No, get the hell out of my room. I'm trying to do some notes for dad. Leave me alone.
Yeah, gosh, it gets
Like,
complicated in there.
sitting here like, oh my God.
Yeah, so Chris is respectful of each alter and their needs.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
He actually, the scary thing is because of what's happened since June,
Mm-hmm.
even I myself, even though I seem very with it, very problematic, very detached, I'm also very, I guess you can say, traumatized too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because where we were working, I actually enjoyed the job. It stimulated that part of my brain.
Well, you
that
were
wants
there
to
a
help.
while.
And, part of me wants to think my memory's not slipping that bad,
Mm-hmm.
but it is. Hey! No, sir! Kira's in there barking.
Give him a pet for me. So,
I think it's because
okay,
I think
who
it's 'cause
was
there's somebody
front
outside.
during your wedding?
Amber.
Okay.
We didn't take that from her. We didn't rob her of that. Now
Yeah.
we were watching, but we didn't step
Hmm.
front into that.
Was
We
there
also
any
didn't.
alter who didn't want to marry Chris?
If they did, that's tough shit.
Yeah.
But to my knowledge, no.
Okay, so what kind of treatment is there for DID? Like, there's no medication, right?
There's no medication, and it can be lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly talk therapy, a lot of maybe EMDR, DBT, but
Mm-hmm.
you need a damn good therapist to really
Mm-hmm.
sit down and work through the trauma, because not every alter, especially in our case before we became integrated, there was 15 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Some memories were not shared among the whole system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when we got fully integrated, everything hit us. That was
Okay.
traumatic,
Mm-hmm. But
including
now your memory's splitting again. So you kind of got integrated in a stable situation. Now you're cracking.
starting to destabilize.
Mm-hmm.
Because Celeste is still relatively new and she's a fucking bitch. I hate her. She is an active persecutor.
Mm-hmm.
She carries the memories of a few alters that were part of the system,
Mm-hmm.
but it's enough to be problematic to me specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, I fucked up as a persecutor.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So somebody had to come in and replace you.
Uh huh.
Okay. And then so like the other ones maybe like turned into Celeste?
A few of them did integrate to make Celeste, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's like wild. It's never even stable in there. It's always shifting around.
Yeah, Celeste stays far away from me because my wife will kill her. Just saying.
How's like what's the longest amount of time like Amber hid from the front, or you guys protected her from the front, or she was not in the front for whatever reason?
7 years.
7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Was that when you first came, or when was that?
So it was technically when we were with our ex at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We dated him for 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Who started that relationship with him, Amber?
Technically, another alter. Her name was
Mm-hmm.
Missy.
Mm-hmm.
She, since she's no longer with us, she fully integrated and became part of Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Her backstory is really tragic because she was the only alter in the system that took the brunt of the childhood trauma.
Hmm. Was she
Without
there
going
really
into,
before you?
she surfaced when she was young. She
Mm-hmm.
surfaced shortly after I did,
Okay.
probably around the age of 6, maybe
Mm-hmm.
7,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
But Missy is an extreme introvert, was.
Mm-hmm.
She stayed to herself. She didn't say anything. She just wanted to be loved. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And going into a more deeper part of my story where I became very aggressive. Um Basically what happened was we had a family member take advantage of that. Um, that was about the time I started to fight people
Mm-hmm.
and get exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Missy started to front because we started to get scared. She wanted to try and appease that family member, people pleaser, and it didn't work out too well.
Mm-hmm.
He sexually assaulted her. And to quote him, the bleeding will stop in 5 minutes. I let it happen. That was my mistake as a first time persecutor. I let that alter suffer. I let her suffer. I said, you come back in here and you push one of us out, I will fucking hurt you. I will make that pain worse. You stay out there.
How does that sit with you? That's how you reacted?
At the time, I didn't think about it. It wasn't my burden to bear. Because I definitely was not going to be sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
I was not going to let it happen. I'd rather it already be somebody to the front than myself. I was being a little selfish at the time. But when she was assaulted, I do remember thinking to myself, I got to get us at least out. And the next thing I remember is hearing a boom next to my ear. I had shot him. I hit him in the kneecap. And I about blew his leg off. The police was called. 911 was called. We just wanted to be over and done with it. We declined a rape kit at the time because we didn't want anybody else looking down there.
Yeah, it's traumatizing after trauma.
And, she was only 12 or 13 years old at the time. We had to testify in court, of course. He was tried. We didn't bring up the sexual assault, but he did get a sexual assault charge from another woman coming forward.
And did you ever get in trouble for shooting him?
No. Self-defense.
Self-defense, yeah.
Easily provable because we had bruise marks all over us.
Yeah.
And he had our blood all over him. Not rocket science.
Yeah.
Of course, we did have to testify in court that he did beat us with a baseball bat, things like that. He went to jail. He got out on technical parole, if that's what it's called. Fairly recently, but he is going back to jail. And we had to renew our restraining order. In the state of Oklahoma, it can go up to 10 years.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get it proven to lifetime.
Yeah.
But in the state of Oklahoma, that's a nightmare.
Yeah. So he's out right now?
He might be back in jail because he fucked up and tried to kill his, quote, fiance and his child in a car wreck because of drug use. So apparently the mother made it. The child's okay, but is in DHS custody. But
yeah.
So we tried not to get too much into his history.
Fair.
Fuck that guy.
Really hard to think about. So was that when he was being released? How did that trigger you guys?
Ironically, we found out while we were at work. Not good. We got in contact with our lawyer as fast as we could. We're like, hey, he's out. We need a restraining order like ASAP because his family members are messaging us on Facebook and everything else. We need a third party. We were scrambling pretty hard. Hi. Hey. What's up?
I'll bet, yeah.
So
yeah. So how do you make it day to day? What are things you do to cope and provide self-care, and what things give you hope?
Well, the biggest one is I pray.
Right.
When I think about it. I'm not perfect on it, but I do pray.
Yeah.
whether it is like I was at work recently at our new job, and I shut myself in the bathroom, turned the light off, and I just started talking.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But I do talk to the big man upstairs
Mm-hmm.
because he's always listening.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way I cope. But I also know that while God does give us strength and patience, there are certain things I know I have to do out here to cope too.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I have my dog, who we're
Yeah.
training to be service at this time.
Mm-hmm. Is that a hard process?
Yes and no. We didn't originally want him to be in service because of what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
My host's aunt's boyfriend, he decided to beat the dog at 6 months old,
Poor buddy.
which caused him to have severe aggression issues later. So we
Yeah.
had to get him into professional trainers to curb that problem. He's
Mm-hmm.
doing a lot better now,
Mm-hmm.
but the problem of it is he gets so wound up being around people now because
Mm-hmm.
we had to teach him people aren't bad.
Yeah.
So he wants to be everybody's friend, and
Yeah.
that can take away from him focusing on us.
Right.
We didn't want to originally put him back in that because
Mm-hmm.
we just weren't sure how he was going to handle it.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to him if somebody that looks like Charlie, it's going to cause trauma to him and to
Mm-hmm.
us. Because if
Right.
we see somebody that looks like Charlie, we remember.
Would that disqualify him from being a service dog? Because he
It did in the past, yes.
has. But you think you can get him professionally trained to service?
We're definitely going to try. Yay,
Alright.
technical difficulties.
We are back after some a short delay. Thank you, my wonderful guest, for being so supportive. I'm sorry, and I am sure we are in the middle of a deep conversation, and I can't remember where we were, but I remember. Okay, I was gonna ask you your coping strategies. So you were talking about prayer. What else
Yeah.
do you do for yourselves?
So, me personally, while it's not healthy, sometimes I do drink occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
I do not
Okay.
recommend that for anybody, by the way. Don't drink because it will cause you to go down a very dark path. Please drink moderately. My husband, he helps
Uh-huh.
because we do have very similar personality and logic.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of helps me cope.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes he'll say something off the wall that makes my brain go, "What the fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
I have no control over that. You know this.
I'm well aware.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. But he'll try to, game with me or do stuff to kind of help me cope through it. If not,
Uh-huh.
we just go to bed. That's kind of how I cope.
Sleep it off. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just overwhelmed and you need a rest, so that's fine.
And there are certain things that we do get lectured too. So if we haven't taken a shower in a while, my
Mm-hmm.
wife in the back of my head, Charlotte, is like, "Honey, you stink. You need a shower. You need to shave. You need to wash your hair. You need to do it right now. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make you."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Okay."
Okay. Interesting. So you're okay. So you guys each have a different relationship with Chris, right?
Yeah,
Not really.
yeah.
Kind of same, but Chris can recognize who's who.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
That is a trap question that I don't want to answer.
This is gonna cause problems later. Who's your
There is
least
no right
favorite?
answer. I'm gonna get smacked one way or the other.
Oh, you're not.
You have two women in your head they're an absolute fit if I say either one of them.
Yeah, and I'm gonna turn around and say I'm his favorite. There's no questions asked.
Mhm.
Charlotte goes, bitch, whatever.
So are there any altars, Chris, that like when they come out you kind of steer clear of them?
Nope, I handle them all.
Oh. Well, what a good guy. Yeah. Okay.
He caused Dark to scream last night because of his peaches and cream incident.
No, do it again with blueberries and cream tonight.
You're grounded.
That's one of the fun tricks is each altar typically has something that they really love.
Mm-hmm.
So Charlotte likes simply sex and a few other things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amber is sandwiches and milk.
Aw, cute.
One has a chocolate milk obsession, one has
Jiggy.
a donut obsession.
Myers.
And we found out Dark has a typically anything cream, but he likes yogurt and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And screams when he doesn't have it.
I know, because he just screamed.
That's your fault for bringing it up.
That is your fault for bringing it up.
You brought it up the first time. I don't want to hear it.
Well, you also said you're doing blueberries and cream tonight, so guess what?
Yeah, anyways, so that I don't care.
I'm going to let him scream, and I hope the neighbor hears it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so typically I'll feed them. It's like Heinz likes carrots really well and so on. So, yeah, I'll feed certain altars their favorites when I can.
Oh, that's thoughtful. So you have to get them each their own Christmas present.
Try to, but most of them are not too worried about it. It's again, as long as you're randomly giving them their favorite thing, they're perfectly content.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow. So how does everybody find a guy like you, Chris?
Good luck with that.
There's many fish in the sea, but this is my fish.
Yeah.
And I caught him because he flew into my boat and I didn't put him back.
Yeah. No catch and release there.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Do you have any departing thoughts for us, either of you? Any of you, I guess.
Yeah. So part of the thing I really kind of wanted to touch on, because I know your channel is about grief.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I am aware like that all this stemmed from grief, unfortunately, and it's just
it does.
shattered you. Uh-huh.
But like we were touching on earlier, we had Grammy.
Graham. Oh yeah, we didn't finish
Graham.
Yeah.
When she passed away in 2020, we initially thought because it was COVID, but we're not too sure. She kind of slipped into a coma and died.
Mm-hmm.
I was the last person to leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
And my tradition is if I say goodbye, it is the final time. There is no you waking up.
Mm-hmm.
So I said goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
So that part alone just kind of, it did its damage for sure, because we had to kind of be a rock for everybody else, especially me in that regard. Everybody was very distraught about it. Everybody was heartbroken.
And everybody, like all your altars.
Oh yeah.
Well, all the altars, yeah.
We all were fucking shattered that day. The system itself didn't rely on me too much. They did their own grievance process. But I had to be the one that was fronted outside. And everybody else crying and everybody else being grieving, of course. I had to be the rock of everybody.
Yeah.
Because in my brain, she's gone. There's nothing we can do about it. Death is inevitable. We are all going to die. When you have mental illness, Mental illness already impairs your ability to regulate emotionally anyway.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a diagnosis like us, where each part of you has a different personality on how things are handled.
Yes.
It did upset me, yes.
Of course.
But do I let it show is the bigger question.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what my role is and the type of job I take on, do I let it show or do I keep it bottled? In
Mm-hmm.
that particular case, I let it bottle
Mm-hmm.
because not only was I have to be the rock for the internal world, the external as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
to a lot of people on the outside, we didn't cry too much because it is actually very, very rare I cry.
Mm-hmm.
It is extremely rare that I cry.
And is that just
So
you, or is that like your body?
that's just me in general.
So is there other alters who have cried?
Oh yeah, they do cry.
Yeah.
Amber cries a lot,
Poor
especially after
Amber.
June and very recently with Zyra
Oh,
having
but
been given away.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I rarely cry.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do, it doesn't last too long. Like it'll
Mm-hmm.
last maybe less than an hour, if that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes it can last, but not a whole. It doesn't go beyond what
Right. It's
normal.
just shedding a little tear because you're strong and the stoic one. So,
And
like, oh,
when that whole thing was going down, everybody knows we weren't crying
mm-hmm.
because Grammy gave us her car, some clothes, things like that. We just went and grabbed them.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh my God, they're going there the same day, the day that Grammy died, to collect the stuff. Jesus, give them some breathing room. Like this is my breathing room."
Mm-hmm. Everybody grieves differently.
But you get judged for it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part about having a mental health issue, along with grievance. You get judged no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It's grieving is universal only in the regard of what is lost.
Mm-hmm.
Something significant is now gone and you can't
Mm-hmm.
get it back
Yeah.
unless you make it to heaven. But
Yeah.
heaven's not always guaranteed either. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know if they've made it or not. That's kind of the
Mm-hmm.
harder part of the reality. We don't
Sounds like
know.
we don't know. We're not here to judge, but it sounds like Grammy was a wonderful person. And I'd hope she'd be
Yeah.
accepted. Yeah.
She did believe in God, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but we won't know until it is our judgment day. But even then,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible says the dead know nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and we won't remember anybody when we get up there. We will recognize faces, but we won't recognize who they were to us. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
Which is kind of
Yeah.
disturbing when you think about it. But in a way, that's kind of more peaceful to me. But
Yeah.
I guess the parting advice I would give, even if somebody with dissociative identity, even if there are other alters listening, if your host dies, you die. There is no way around it. And grieving with mental health is a very disgusting process
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to be judged no matter what you do. You
Mm-hmm.
might as well grieve in your own way that you know what will work. If
Yeah.
that means you go outside and you scream, you go outside and you scream.
Mm-hmm.
If that means you do what I do, you try to shut it down, do what you can, work through it the best you can. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
What matters is you get to the point where you can accept it
Mm-hmm.
and be comfortable enough to do something like this to talk about it. without getting worked into a post-traumatic meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes years of therapy.
Mm-hmm.
But it also takes a special kind of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Resilience is probably the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Always take a shower. Always brush your teeth. Even if you forget for a few days, do it.
Yeah, those
It's
seem
very
like little
small.
things. Yeah, but
It's very, very small, but it can help.
mm-hmm.
Like us, we literally forget to take a shower, and then Charlotte's like, "When was the last time you took a shower?" I don't know. Get in there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Chris will do the same thing. He'll ask us
yeah.
when's the last time we took a shower, and we'll say, I don't know. If we
Mm-hmm.
say I don't know, it's probably time for a shower.
If you were
So
being asked the question.
you're being asked the question, that's probably time to go take a shower.
Yeah.
But
Do any of the alters get jealous of anybody else's relationship with Chris?
no,
No, you guys all accepted that, like, you're united, kind of?
not kind of. We are.
Yeah.
The troublesome part is when we all have like a playful family argument of who gets to go out for what food.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So like if we're gonna go out to eat somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
the funnier conversation is, what do you want to eat? Because I have
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 people pop up with Olive Garden. Let's go to Subway. Let's go to
Oh.
Killer Burger. Let's go
Yeah.
to let's go here. And I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, that's a hard question for like me asking myself or me and my husband. I couldn't imagine with multiple people inside my head.
The only altar that's completely in agreement is Dark, because Dark is just like, I just want food.
Yeah.
Somebody said food. Where's the food?
Okay. Aww.
And he's just kind of watching everybody, like his head will turn to look at somebody when they suggest something, and like he'll tilt his head like, huh? I don't know
Aw.
what this is, but is it food? If it is, can I eat it?
Well, you guys are awesome. I have 100,000 more questions, so let's definitely reschedule or schedule a repeat. Maybe I'll get my Zoom working better next time.
Maybe we can do ours on an actual computer while my floors aren't drying. Hopefully they're dry by now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that more. And thank you. And what are you gonna do on your leave time? What are you gonna do for yourself?
Well, we have to get back into psychiatry because we have to
Mm-hmm.
explore if this is a new alter that's causing these symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
There might also be some unresolved trauma somewhere, most
Mm-hmm.
likely from June,
Mm-hmm.
probably with myself, more than likely, because I was the one that was majoritatively out.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of want to rule out anything medical that
Mm-hmm.
could be causing the memory loss, because like I said, we were hitting the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Traumatic brain injuries can last a long time.
Do you have a UTI?
No,
I'm a nurse. That's our go-to question.
nope, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, yeah, good. Take this time for yourself. Take advantage of it.
Oh, before we go, I do have a hilarious story.
Okay, I'm
It
open.
is kind of gross though, but it is funny.
Okay.
So the very first time I fronted out, we were just waking up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to go pee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I did not realize I was not in my body, so I stood.
Okay. And you're used to being a guy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Which a
I
5-year-old girl, that would never be her first,
I
like,
fronted for the
yeah.
very first time when she was about 7 or 8,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
roughly. And I happened to look down, and there was a puddle of urine. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So now, every time I'm like waking up, I utter a phrase, sit, don't stand.
Oh,
Don't stand.
boy. So, yeah. So you're usually the one to wake up?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll just randomly utter the phrase "sit, don't stand."
Yeah. Well, that must be weird for you.
Yes and no.
You're used to it now.
I'm used to it. The only thing I'm not fucking used to is bleeding.
No, I don't think any of us are.
Bleeding once a month, no, I'm good. Okay,
Uh-huh.
as a guy in a woman's body, periods are exactly as they sound. Guys, don't start that argument. They are bad. Okay, they're bad.
Okay, what advice can you have for guys who are dealing with their lady partners on their period?
Don't dismiss it, please. That it is exactly as bad as it sounds. Okay, if a woman can bleed for 7 days and not fucking die, there's a problem.
Yeah, that must be weird for you. Do you just like why not you just let one of the ladies front during that time?
I've learned to live with it
Yeah.
because they're not always available to deal with it.
Oh, they're not?
Not always, no.
Like what would
If
they be
we're
occupied doing?
if we're going through a event where I have to be out because we're
Yeah.
processing something,
Yeah.
like dealing with the loss of Zyra, I have been
Mm-hmm.
fronted off and on
Mm-hmm.
because that is technically my job too.
Mm-hmm. So your emotions come first, like your as a whole emotions come first, and that depends on who's out primarily.
I'm the one that regulates the brain enough to
Mm-hmm.
tolerate. It's definitely interesting being a guy in a woman's body
Yeah.
because of the fact I now get to deal with the medical problems of being a
Mm-hmm.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I've gotten used to it over the years, but I
Yeah.
definitely know when something is a bit abnormal,
Yeah.
which is more scary.
Yeah.
But it also has me better in tuned with, my wife when
Mm-hmm.
she's on her period.
Mm-hmm.
I automatically know what to do, and I leave her the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if, for say, my daughter's having issues, I might know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's very confusing
Mm-hmm.
when I'm back in my body, and then my daughter comes to me and goes, "Dad, is this normal?" "No." "And get you to the doctor, come on." Or, "Yes,
Yeah.
that's normal. Let's get you some Midol. Let's get you this, get you that, whatever it may be."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "How do you know so much?" "I bleed once a month outside. Leave me alone."
Oh boy. What does Amber do on the inside? Like you guys all have lives on the inside, does she?
Yeah, she stays at our house. She likes to hang out with Dark a lot
Yeah.
because Dark's again the best of boys.
Yeah.
He enjoys Slim Jims, he enjoys fruits, and he likes his belly rubbed.
Gems. I thought you told me he was like a naughty dog. Like he
He can be.
bites. Yeah.
There has been times where he has gotten aggressive out here.
Yeah.
He has bit a few people. And because his first introduction was saving us from a bad experience, that makes it 10 times harder to get him out of the driver's seat because he thinks we're going
Oh.
to die.
Yeah. So how does it look? How do you get him out when he's a dog?
Well, um, one way we try is offering food,
Yeah. Calm
real
him
food,
down, give him some yogurt.
maybe. If he is that too riled up,
Yeah.
we have to step back. We have to let his brain process on its own. Danger is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Not visible, it's not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
then he can slowly kind of calm himself down. And I can say, "Come here, Dark. You want some yogurt inside? Come on, buddy." And then I take the driver's seat.
Okay. So do you,
You kind of have to coax him back in.
yeah. It's so, have you ever met anybody else with dissociative?
Yes,
You have? Okay, so it seems rare. Is it as rare as it seems?
it is. Yes.
Okay, so how did that encounter happen?
Ironically, it was very similar to our situation. A friend of
Mm-hmm.
ours was misdiagnosed.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty coincidental, right? Like, because we're both had the same diagnosis.
She
Yeah.
she had a lot of unresolved trauma as well.
Mm-hmm.
Her traumatic experiences were a lot different than ours.
Oh
Hers were
yeah.
definitely more violent,
Oh no.
but she also was misdiagnosed.
Mm-hmm. So are you still in contact with her? And do you guys support each other?
We do talk, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is a bit rare that we talk, mostly because
Mm-hmm.
of time differences and work schedules and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we do talk.
Okay. Does that help when you guys can relate to each other like nobody else probably can?
We we've accepted each other's alters for who they are,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as the mental health journey, respectfully, everybody's journey is different with dissociative identity.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
her journey
yeah,
can be a bit
definitely.
different from mine. So I try
Yeah.
not to compare the symptoms or the events because it
Yeah.
could lead to something worse.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes advice does more damage than not,
Yeah.
especially in that case.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I so appreciate your time and your honesty and sharing all this information and reaching out to me. Like, I was so excited to hear from you, and I'm glad you're taking this leave for yourself.
You kind of have to because
Mm-hmm.
when you look at it as a whole, it doesn't seem as bad hearing about it,
Mm-hmm.
but actually living with it is
No, it
different.
sounds terrible and it sounds confusing and chaotic and like I don't know how you've functioned this long, to be honest. So I give you props and I think you're awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
My thing for the audience is if when they do listen to this, we oftentimes cognitively dissonance ourselves from having these issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something as we forget, it's literally within seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how it's been happening. At the job, you have a certain criteria you have to do before you do this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to follow a list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we would run through the list
Mm-hmm.
and imagine somebody just turning a light switch off.
Yeah. No, you're explaining to me like one person's kind of being taught and then another person takes over and like that'd be so hard.
It's not even another person taking over, it just turns
Mm-hmm.
off completely.
Oh,
Like,
it's been
even
that
for us,
bad. And that's new. That's a new symptom.
very. Like,
Yeah.
everything internal
Mhm.
turns off. We don't see the house,
Mhm.
we just see nothing. It's like if
Whoa.
you close your eyes in a dark room,
Mhm.
you
So
see
has
nothing.
Chris seen you when you're in that state, or was that only at work?
It was mainly at work, yes, but it has
Mhm.
happened before. And that
And what
was
does he
when
think? Like,
he's thinking
Mhm.
it might be a new alter too, because the same thing happened when a new alter was presenting itself.
So your body's moving. You're not like a zombie. Somebody's controlling.
No, we freeze.
You freeze. Oh,
We
okay.
do freeze. So the person in the driver's seat at the time, they're consciously aware that the lights went off.
Mm-hmm.
But how I'm going to try to explain it,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you're in the middle of doing your job, whatever
Mm-hmm.
that job may be.
Mm-hmm.
You're blind and you're deaf.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear or see anything, and then when you finally come back to that realization, you don't remember what your job is.
Oh my gosh.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, it's
Because
very
you are
scary.
still in the driver's seat,
Mm-hmm.
and in our case, we have to run down the list of what we've done so far,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just gone. We don't remember what to do next because
Yeah, so
it's
you don't
gone.
know what's happening.
And we have to run down the list,
Mm-hmm.
trying to pick up where we left. Like, come on, brain, you can do
Yeah.
it. Trying to fire it, and it's
Yeah.
gone. We
Oh
don't
my
know what to do next.
gosh. But you have
It's very scary.
appointments and stuff set up, right? To try to
Yeah,
figure it out and rule out medical issues.
because around the same time, I have noticed the brain feels like pins and needles all over the brain. It kind of feels like when you stick a battery to your tongue,
Yeah, it
like that
sounds
zapping
like
sensation.
seizure activity or something.
It does, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
over the brain. But we are fully conscious.
Mm-hmm.
We just can't remember. Like we know
Mm-hmm.
when we black out,
Mm-hmm.
but then the memory of what to do next, gone.
Oh my gosh.
It
Well,
is
keep me
very scary.
posted. Keep me posted on all your tests.
So that's kind of what it's like for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the internal world, even if we're not in the driver's seat, everything goes dark.
Mm-hmm.
It is a total blackout. And by the time
Mm-hmm.
everything comes back on, like somebody flipping the light switch, even in the internal place, we all have to stop and process what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck was that? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
What were we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's very scary when
It's
that gets to that point because
horrifying. And like, what if it happens while you're driving or, in the
that
shower or something? You have to be so
that's another thing
careful.
that scares me.
Yeah.
So
Get it figured out right away.
that's why we decided to go on leave
Mm-hmm.
to see if it is anything medical
Yeah.
first.
Well, that's
Because if
good.
it's not, then I know it's another alter, which then we have a referral into
Mhm.
psychiatry for.
Good. Yeah.
That way we can take both sides of the spectrum and try to work
Hmm.
through it as best we can. But
Good.
if it is a new alter, the scary part about it is we may not be able to return to work either. We don't know how
Well,
long that alter is going to stay or what's going to take to integrate.
yeah.
And we don't have a lot of money. So we can't
No.
keep affording therapy after therapy
Mm-hmm.
after therapy after therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So there may come a point where we get discharged from psychiatry with new
Mm-hmm.
coping skills, but we're now
Mm-hmm.
stuck
Mm.
with that alter on our own.
Yeah. And
So
you're
it can
looking into
be,
disability.
we're going to try for it. If we get denied,
Yeah.
we get denied.
Yeah.
I don't want
With
to
a
be one of
shot.
those people that, because obviously they have specialists looking into it, right? So if a specialist determines that we need it, then we need it, right?
Yeah. You're
So if
having
they're saying we
memory
need it,
loss.
then I'm not
Yeah.
going to argue with a specialist.
Yeah.
I might not be able to argue because to everybody else, we seem functional. We can walk, we can run, even though we don't like to run because of our asthma.
Well,
We
that's
can,
why it's mental illness because your body
right.
is fine.
But on the inside, it's like the eye of a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
It's calm before the storm. But when the
Mm-hmm.
storm hits, holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's kind of why I decided, as the main alter that's in charge of the system, and I did talk to everybody about it, as well as the host, maybe it is time for us to step back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's figure out what's going on first,
Mm-hmm.
because this
Yeah,
is alarming.
it is. And it's like a new symptom. So, like, you've had new alters before and you haven't had the same symptoms.
We haven't had the brain shock. We haven't had the
Yeah.
blackout.
Yeah.
Now, we have had memory loss, but not the
Mm-hmm.
blackouts.
Yeah.
Not this bad, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I should correct myself when I say that. Like, we have had blackouts, but not like this. This feels different.
Yeah.
This feels like somebody just snatching our memory out of our brain and not giving it back.
So weird.
So that's kind of why I made the executive decision. All right, we got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go back in therapy. Maybe it's time to file for some disability at this point,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to get worse if that's the case. If it is a new alter, it's going to get worse,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the symptoms that are occurring.
Yeah.
I can only hope it's not another persecutor, because if
Mm-hmm.
it is, I'm going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But we have dealt with many persecutors before. We can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what or who we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So until I know, I can't. I'd rather it be safe for the
Yeah.
host and for myself, as well as my little family internally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to do what's better for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And it sounds like you're doing it. You have everything lined up. So
I try.
I'm glad.
I
Yeah.
forgot to call the psychiatry place Friday. Damn it, I have to do that Monday.
And an alarm on your phone. Call tomorrow. Why do you have to wait till Monday?
Because tomorrow is Sunday. Most places are closed
Yeah.
Sunday.
I get confused because I work weekends. Oh,
Don't pull us,
Cloud,
Jolene. Don't
Chris.
pull us.
I gotta go. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you again soon. And keep me posted on all your stuff. Okay?
All right. Well, we're always open to part 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you may need.
Yeah, I know. I just have so many questions, and I'm sure everybody else does too. But yeah, we'll
Sure.
keep us posted, and maybe we'll plan on another one like after you have more information.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because the creation of a new altar, like we can go through it with you. Okay.
Gonna go one or two routes. Either I'm gonna enjoy it or I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Keep us posted.
I will.
Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for listening. Before you go, if you'd like more episodes, behind the scenes updates, and a growing library of comforting resources, please join me at patreon.com/deathismylife. Your support helps this podcast grow and reach more people who need it. And if this episode resonated with you, please share the podcast with someone who might find comfort in it too. I'll see you there.